getting a little better one day at a time, guys. And please excuse my voice. I know that it could sound a lot better, but this is all I've got to work with right now. I didn't want to leave you guys without actually doing the tarot today. It just didn't seem right. But we're starting a new year, and my tarot readings are open. By the way, if you've never had a New Year's reading, you are in for a treat. So make sure you book them, and how you can book them is victoriavioletsebastian@gmail.com. So just send me a message and I will get right back to you, okay? With fees and everything else. So we're starting a new year, and I want to incorporate only good vibes, guys. Only good vibes. Everything from the past, especially the past 5 years, let's leave it in the past. It was, let's just be real. It was shitty. All of it was shitty. I don't think that any of us got anything really spectacular. And if it was something positive that came to us, excuse me, it left just as soon as we grabbed onto it. So because of that, I would say just don't bother to hold on to anything from the past, unless it's a relationship, right? A marriage or something like that, that you know that just working on it a little more would help. I'm going to try not to cough through this. Because I lit an incense and I just thought about it right now. I did bring in some Palo Santo, guys, because I've had COVID, and I didn't have my stuff upstairs. It's in the basement. I know it seems lazy, but I just didn't feel like I had enough energy to go downstairs and dig through everything. So I'm trying to cleanse the room and trying to cleanse myself, etc. And you guys too, if you accept the blessing with this beautiful Palo Santo. And yeah, so we're gonna start our reading, and thank you so much for those that join right now and those that join later. Well, as you joined, then hello, and I hope you're doing well, okay? Again, with the Palo Santo, I don't want it to go out necessarily unless it's time. So I'm gonna start with what we always do, which is our beautiful tarot. And that's what I'm gonna start with. It doesn't wanna go out, and I don't necessarily wanna let it go, but let's see if I can keep it on. Yeah, there you go. So let's see what Spirit has for us today. Oh, wow, did you see that? Well, I didn't even know they were half upside down and half right side up, because when I grabbed it, I promise you I didn't see that. Interesting enough. Let's hope this is not a theme, because if it is, oh, it's going to be one of those themes that is really, really difficult to maneuver through. But we'll see. If it comes out like that again, then we will know, okay? Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for your thumbs up. Thank you for your subscriptions. If you have not subscribed yet to this channel, please think of doing so. I think we're like 30 away from the 5,000 mark. So I have tried to grow you guys organically, so please be the one that shifts that for us. That would be awesome. So this is our Weight Rider deck. And let's see what Spirit wants to talk to us about today. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, wow. I'm glad I reshuffled. You have the Sun. Something brand spanking new is on its way, and it could be affiliated with love because you got your cup full. But, you know, money is a cup full as well. Think about that. Hi, who is this? Shannon. Hi, Shannon. Thank you so much for that. It's much appreciated, my dear. And, wow. You do have an offer on its way. Let's see if it's a good offer or a dirty offer. I always tell you guys that because I don't want, how should I say this politically correct? I wouldn't want you guys to be fooled. But at the same time, I cannot make decisions for you because that would be messing with your free will. But there is, look at that. There is an emperor here. Ah, the Emperor wants to bring you something that's going to make you very, very happy. What could that be? My incense turned off on both accounts. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Huh. Interesting. It's going to cost you something. Guys, it is going to cost you something. I'm going to separate that just a little bit. But where it's promising to take you is somewhere a lot better than you've been. A lot better, but it is going to cost you something, guys. See if that doesn't turn off. I bought lavender, by the way, because I thought, wow, this is, you know, something that could not only liven up the place, but it's also a healing herb. And do you know that lavender, if you want to dream about your significant other, hopefully the alarm doesn't go off with this. If you want to dream about your lover, if you want to dream about the person of your dreams, if you want to dream about the person that you're supposed to be with, putting a little bit of lavender in a pouch, a small pouch, under your pillow, you can see who it is you're supposed to be with. So I don't know who that's for out there, but Spirit had me tell you. The Chariot. I'm telling you, these are 2 modes of travel, guys. These are 2 modes of travel. Just keep that in mind. Where are you going, Libra? Where are you going? Let's see. Wow, the choice is yours. The choice is yours. Did you see the 7 of Cups there? Someone doesn't want you moving forward. What I'm getting is the person that's coming forward is coming in the guise, coming in the appearance of the Emperor, but they don't want you to move forward. They're coming back because they don't want you to move forward. What does that mean? That means that, pardon me, let me try to clear my throat. That means that if they come forward, you won't move on. You won't move on with who you're meant to be with. No, I'm not going to say you're not meant to be with this person, but they play a lot of games. They play 2 of Swords. They play a lot of head games. And you know what? I just heard you betrayed me because I showed you love and then you betrayed me. No, I don't think the Libra betrayed anybody. I think you betrayed yourself, Cross Watcher, because the Libra opened up further to you yet again, even though it was against their better judgment. And then when they opened up, you didn't keep your end of the bargain. You reneged. So how could it be that the Libra betrayed you? I don't think so. I don't think so. This has been an uphill battle with this Cross Watcher. Like they tell you they're going to do something and then they do the opposite. But they're saying, I promised you love. Well, a promise is supposed to be a promise kept, not a promise broken. So why would you promise the Libra love and then renege? Why would you get closer to the Libra only to push them further away again, or push yourself away further again from the Libra? That doesn't make sense. Is this like Catch Me If You Can? Is that what this is, Cross Watcher? Is this a Libra needs to run after me and chase me? I need to feel like somebody's chasing me, like I'm wanted. The Libra wanted you fine and dandy. But why you have to come up with your craziness and your little schemes? That's on you. Because they are telling you, Libra, through this reading, I want to be with you. I want to share life with you. They didn't say share my life with you. I want to share with you. So that's still not telling me that they're ready to offer you everything. They're still not telling me that, Libra. They're just telling me they want to share some form of life with you. Hi, everyone. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you doing? Is it A120? How are you doing? Yeah, that's an interesting take here. Interesting, very interesting take. Justice is coming on your side on another note, but it does have to do with finances or feeling like everything is settled when finances are concerned for you. So this year does promise you that things are not going to stay up in the air where finances are concerned. You have a brand new start, and Spirit is saying take advantage of that. Take advantage of your brand new start. For those that want to buy a house or using your equity that's in your house, perhaps to buy a bigger house or something, I say go for it. Go for it. The time is good right now, especially because there's yellow. There's a lot of healing. If you've had to do a lot of renovations in your house, maybe broken pipes, old electrical wiring, things like that, it's a good time right now. Or even extending your house, like making it bigger, remodeling that way. Expecting lots of messages to come past you from now to March. Lots of messages. You got the Page and you got the Knight of Wands. Wow. Something dies. Does it die softly? It dies softly. What do I mean by softly? How can you die softly, right? It goes away in a fizzle. It doesn't cause a bang. You know, some things when they leave, they come with a tower and everything else, and it's like explosive. But this dies with a bang. Whatever it was that you didn't need anymore, or whatever it was that didn't serve you anymore, is dying away softly. And did you hear that bang? Did you hear the bang? Now that was a bang. So you have the World coming up as well. Please excuse my appearance, guys. Again, I've had COVID. I probably look pale and I probably look ashen, and I'm sorry for that. Wow, you have this, you have the World and you have the Fool coming out with it. You have so many offers, my dears, coming. You have so many offers. First you had the Ace of Cups, then you had the Knight of Cups, then you had the Ten of Cups, and now you have the Four Cups. Four Cups isn't normally like my best attribute, right, to tell me that something beautiful is coming, but it's more cups. So a lot of cups are coming this year. For those that are already happily married, then I guess your relationship, if it's on the good foot, right, it's on a good note, then it just deepens, your love deepens between you two. But if it's in a bad one, well, new love is coming. And for those that are unmarried, uncoupled, love is coming, love is coming. The one thing that they want you to do this year is pick your battles. Not everybody's going to grow up this year. Not everybody's going to heed that call, that awakening, that this year is for grown-ups. And picking and choosing your battles is one of them. Not everyone's going to be that way. So you're going to have to choose, pick and choose between what's important, that you have to have the last word, and which is so unimportant that it doesn't even matter. Whatever people say, it's like rubber, you know, I'm rubber, you're glue, whatever you say sticks to you and it bounces off of me. You know that saying. I'm not saying it right, but you know what I mean. I'm going to say what someone said earlier in a video I watched, because I think that's the best for people that are coupled up, but you're not equally yoked. If somebody is constantly fighting with you, I really like the advice that this man said, because this woman came on and gave her little spiel about that her son left in the middle of the night along with her husband. And from a man's perspective, it took on the, yeah, I'm with the guy, but I'm not going to say it that way. Instead, what I'm going to say is he was right where he said that, so what, they left in the middle of the night and left you alone. If you are already having your husband sleep in the basement, then really, there wasn't really no marriage there to begin with. There was no relationship. So he didn't owe you a goodbye, I'm leaving for good. You already had him living like he was a guest in his own home anyway. So something like that. If it comes up that somebody is leaving your life, Libra, male or female, doesn't matter, just let them live their own life. The life with you has died. There's no more life to live with you. And wanting to keep people tethered to you when that relationship has already died, you're not going to get anything out of it. So don't have your last hurrah. Possibly your last hurrah will be you have a new life and a new way to carry on that life. Pick your battles, guys. Pick your battles. Hi, Edward. How are you doing? How are you, my love? How are you doing? So again, remember, it's not that important that you have the last talk on it. Yeah, and I wanted you out, so there. You know, it's not that important. You have so many new beginnings. Guys, this year is going to be a really good year. Oh, it is going to be the year of the horse. I'll give a reading in reference to the year of the horse later this week, God willing, if I'm able. I'm still trying to recuperate my voice. But I will tell you that because it's a horse, horses tend to run fast. So therefore, the year may go by pretty fast. Before you know it, it's going to be March. And for some reason, they keep on mentioning March to me. So Libra, whatever's coming from now till March is going to be making a huge impact on your life. And I want you to incorporate on whatever it is that God is wanting to bring to you, because it's going to be big. It's going to be big. Do you see that? So you have the, oh my God, I have them both in my hands. You have the king and the queen of coins side by side. So again, I didn't mean for this to turn into a love reading, but I'm going to tell you that whoever's coming towards you, Libra, they're going to be your better half, your other half, your the part of you that's missing. You know, a lot of people that are in psychology, which I happen to, you know, it's my forte. I love psychology. It was my major. But at the same time, you know, people say things like, you should be happy without other people. And I'm going to say that is very true. You have to be happy with yourself and of yourself before you can make anybody else happy or spread happiness to others. But at the same time, this person that's coming in is going to be your other half. So for those that are not paired up yet, or maybe you're paired up and you're not that far down your journey yet, whoever it is that's supposed to be in your life, to stay in your life, they are your other portion of you that's been missing or that you've been wanting for a while. So that's awesome. That means to me that money concerns or the cohesiveness, right? The putting or bringing together of the relationship is going to be in a good hand. You with them and them with you. It's not going to be something that you open and then it ends very quickly. No, it's here to stay because they're the king and the queen of coins. And excuse my voice, guys. I so wish I didn't sound gurgly, but I've had the good fortune of having upper sinus respiratory infections for the majority of my life, or at least half of my life. So the COVID was one thing, but it was compiled on to the actual upper respiratory infection. So that's why I sound gurgly, and I'm sorry for that. Look at that. This Six of Wands coming in with the King and Queen of Coins. Wow. Oh, they see you. They see you. And it makes me smile because, guys, some of you feel unseen. Some of you guys feel like nobody's paying attention to you or like you don't get any attention. That the stupid alarm is going to go off, guys. If it does, I will have to get up and open the door. But with that said, wow, I think you've got more than one party. I think you got more than one person that's looking into you as, I don't want to say a significant other, but as a possibility, because you have someone that's spying on you and they're waiting to come around. I think it's that person that we spoke upon when we first started the reading, which is the Emperor. I believe it's the Emperor is coming in. And I also believe that there's another person that's more, oh God, I don't want to say valuable. That's not the word I want to use. Yeah, they're telling me valuable. So I'm going to say that, but I'm going to have to kind of water that down because that sounds horrible, right? There's one person that's very valuable to your life. Sounds bad, but that's what they're telling me. They come with value. What does that mean? That means no games. That means what you see is what you get. That means if they tell you they love you, they freaking mean it from the bottom of their heart, from all the fiber of their being. Whereas the other one is just playing games. It's like a merry-go-round, you know? By the time you get off, you're all, you know, wibble-wobbly, and you can't even stand up straight because you're all dizzy, right? And it makes you nervous because if you choose this person, you really don't ever know what you're going to get because they're constantly coming in and out of your life, but not really offering you much. They talk a good game, but they don't really offer you much, Libra. But this other person, they're saying they come with value. I think they not only come with value because they know how to take care of their coinage. They are the king or the queen of coins. But also, they're earthy. When you're earthy, it's more like you're down to earth. You know, you get it. You get each other. You can talk about anything. You laugh about everything. And they don't take anything serious because, you know, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, you know. And then it's gone. everything is back to normal again. But with this other person, there's hurt sentiments, and they're always thinking you're the one that's wrong, and you're the one that's always doing bad things to them. They can never see the error of their ways. They can never see that they're the ones that have kept you waiting, some of you for years. For what? For nothing. There's no value there because their words hold no water. It's like having a cup that's got a hole in it and everything just spills out. They come and tell you pretty little things, but they never really mean it, or they mean it at the moment, and then for whatever reason, it's gone. It's gone as soon as it comes. It's gone. So Libra, be careful with that. Hi, is it Tabitha? I think. I'm sorry, I have the wrong glasses on. And is it Damn Dayquil? Yeah, Damn Dayquil. I should have gotten some of that. But do you guys see what I mean? That's why they're saying one of these persons has value. They're coming with value. And the other person, it's not that they don't have any value, because let's say it in a nice way. We don't want to say nobody has value, because every one of God's creatures has value of some sort. But they don't really talk they talk with finesse. They're telling me they don't talk with realities. Realities are, you see what you see, what you get. But with them, it's not really like that. It's more like they just tell you what you want to hear so they can get into your good graces and get whatever. Either their jollies, they get their little jollies met. And you know what I mean by jollies, right? The peach or the wand. And y'all know what I've been talking about, the peach and the wand, for a long time. But they really don't come in and say, Libra, I want so much to be part of your life. Take me, take me. I may not have money. I may not have a lot of wealth, but you have my heart, Libra. You have it until the end of days. Libra, I want to be with you, and you're the only one I want to be with. And I want to show you the kind of love you deserve, Libra. The kind of love I feel inside that I can't even bring to terms or words. There's not enough words in the English vocabulary or any other vocabulary, other language, to tell you, Libra, how much you mean to me. They don't come with that. They come with, Libra, I've missed you. I'm sorry. And the next thing you know, they're in your jollies. They've had their jollies and they're out the door again. This person, on the other hand, person comes with value. So what value do you value, Libra? That's what Spirit wants to know. What do you value? Do you value someone that just uses words to get into your pants? Or do you value someone that comes with value that maybe you never thought you'd fall for, but you did, or you can, or you will? So think about it that way. What do you need, Libra, to know, please and thank you? What do you want them to know for this message? This next message, what would you like for me to know? And also, I had already shuffled these, but I didn't look. The angel of clarity. The clarity of my soul flows through when I think, feel, and act in the world. The more we tune into the inner light that comes to guide our actions safely, the simpler life becomes. This is clarity, a kind of inner knowing that leads us easily and lightly to what is right. And that's what God means when he's saying they come with value. They're coming because when they're talking to you, when they're interacting with you, they value you. They value themselves. And, you know, you can look at people and you can say, well, you know, they are what they are. They can only offer what they can offer. And that's the truth. No truer words were ever spoken, especially when maybe they're not capable of loving you the way you need to be loved, Libra. Maybe they're not, they were not taught how to love. Maybe they never learned from good examples. Maybe they were taught by the examples they learned from their parents, and their parents weren't very loving. Have you thought of that? So in that instance, the value that they bring is not equally yoked to your value, because you're trying to add something beautiful, a ray of sunshine from your heart to someone that's not able to give you back a sunflower from theirs. It's just the way it is, okay? These cards are mimicking the other cards. You have the person that is spying on you, and you have them thinking all kinds of thoughts with the Seven of Cups there. But when they see you, Libra, they see you as the Queen of Wands. They think that you can make them happy. I think you can make them happy. I'm not concerned with that. I'm not concerned with that at all. Three of Coins. So your work, your value, you are the work of art here that's being looked at. You do come with value, Libra, and many people will want to pounce on that. Many people will want to gravitate towards that. But really, again, have you paid attention to what they're bringing to the table? Justice is coming in. Death Rider is here. And whatever help it is that you're wanting or needing from the universe, from God, is coming for you, coming towards you. I really feel like a lot of Libras right now are not really even concerned with love. I don't know. I may be wrong, guys. Write it in the comments. I feel like you've woken up at the end of this, tail end of this last year. You woke up and you thought to yourself, I have value. What is my value? And what do I value? And what do I want out of my life? Some of us, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to lean out there, you know, on a limb. Some of us that are 40 and over, I always like to add, you know, the little story, you know, where you have 0 to 100, right? It's between my hands. And some of us are already in our 40s or 50s or 60s. And this is the life you've got left. And I don't mean to be ugly, but it's not something I do. That's the way that nature, right? Nature takes its course. So we don't really, none of us really live past 100 in the droves, right? There's like a handful, like let's say 50 people per year or something that live into, you know, their hundreds. The rest of us, we have to think in terms of finite, not infinite, right? Terms. Why would you want to spend, Spirit is asking for me to ask you, why would you want to spend whatever life you have on earth here left? And without being too morbid, you know, there's car accidents, there's people crossing streets, there's people that have horse riding accidents, motorcycle accidents, heart attacks, etc. You know, it could happen, right? Purpose of this conversation is to draw you and make you more aware, draw you to the fact that you may or may not have a gazillion years on earth. One person told me life is too short, so I'm going to have as much sex as I can. And my head wanted to do the pea soup thing. Anybody know what the pea soup thing is? Yeah. I wanted to do the exorcist thing. My head just wanted to take a spin and spew out some pea soup because that literally told me their value. They told me they don't hold their temple as something precious. All they wanted to do was have enough random sex with random people as much until God took them back. And I thought to myself, I'm not downing any Christians, but this person professes to be a Christian. And I am a pagan Christian. Can you imagine that I have more belief in reincarnation than that person? And don't they know that they're going to have to give their account to God when they go stand at the pearly gates, if they even get that far? My whole premise today about talking about this, why, I don't know, is the fact that don't waste your time. Don't waste on any time, precious or not to you. It's precious to God. On people that have no value. If that's all that they aspire in their whole life is to have random sex with random people and as much of it as possible. I don't say that swingers are bad. Please don't get me wrong, because I'm one of those open creatures that I don't care what you do with your life. But if that's all you think about day in and day out, there's something wrong with that picture. Why don't you have a bucket list? Why doesn't, I don't know, sports, learning to knit, writing a book, singing a song, standing in front of America's Got Talent, something. Why are your dreams and your aspirations so closed-minded that that's all you aspire for? I mean, I always bring up that girl, but she's got to be famous for something. I don't even know if she got into Guinness, guys. You guys can tell me. You know, the 1,000 girl that wanted to sleep with 1,000 men going in and out of her for one day. She wanted to get into Guinness. That's what it reminds me of, guys. And I frankly don't believe that God puts any value on people that only want to do that. I think that you should kick yourself every time that's the only thing you want, because that can come along with a lot of STDs and a lot of diseases that, hi Michelle, how are you doing? A lot of diseases that are, yeah, it is. Hi Willie, yes, magic is real. It's very real. You know, I don't know, but I will tell you one thing. My twin flame told me that that's what they wanted to do with the rest of their life. That their life was too short. And I started thinking, well, if in 3 lifetimes my twin flame can't get out of the I want to do something with every single person that has legs, then maybe, possibly, God also gave me, and I'm using myself as an example, guys, maybe my mission has been wrong all along. Maybe part of my mission was to not accept a person like that because in 3 lifetimes they haven't changed. So then maybe I'm trying to wake you guys up. Maybe my part in all of that was that God wanted me not to choose them this time around. So one of us has to wake up. And that's the moral of the story here with the person that's the that's coming in is the emperor, but we know it's not the emperor because the emperor, it takes a lot of work, guys, to get to the emperor or empress status. It takes a hell of a lot of work, and much less to stay in that particular status. So the people that are coming in and out of your life do not have the same value that God is bringing you with the other person, which is the king of coins to your queen of coins. So think about it that way. And you right now may be in this era, ERA, for those that can't understand me, where your finances, your stability is what's more important to you than anything else. Anything else you'd like to tell us in reference to this particular portion of the reading, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. See this? The truth is that other person, even if they grow up, guys, it's going to take a long, 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 long time. I don't know if you want to wait that long for somebody to grow up. And they might be the love of your life, but are you going to waste your life waiting on them? Oh no, that's your free will. Love is coming in, I'm telling you. Love is coming in either way, whether you accept or reject the person that's a pretender, the great pretender, or if you accept the one that's more equally yoked to you, but love is coming in. I'm telling you, this is going to be a really different year. Anything else, Spirit, for this portion of the reading? Anything else? Ooh, you get a Wheel of Fortune, guys. You get the Wheel of Fortune. Cycles ended. I want to say on the 2nd of January, cycles ended for you, Libra. Cycles ended for you. Okay? So now you have new cycles opening up. Yes, it is real, guys. Whoever keeps asking, is magic real? Yes, it's very real. Anything else that you want to tell Libra, please and thank you in reference to this? You're going to feel, my Libra, you're going to feel an imbalance when this person comes around. See that? 8 of Swords. You're going to feel an imbalance. This person is thinking about you and thinking of walking away from a situation, but it's all it is thinking. They never, ever actually do anything. They're asking you to be strong in your decision making this year. Be firm, in other words, in your decision making. When you make decisions, use the intellect of your male higher self, which is the King of Swords, Libra. Because the King of Swords is very decisive when they're balanced. When they're balanced. When they're not balanced, Libra, I don't even have to tell you, but I will since I'm a Libra myself. We're wishy-washy. We can't make decisions to save our life. It takes us forever and a day to make a decision. And then once we do make a decision when we're not balanced, we tend to take those decisions back and change our minds. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't mean that. Let me change my mind. Don't be that way. This year, a lot of positive things are coming. For some of you, it'll be starting school, maybe possibly even free school or free certifications coming your way. Don't be wishy-washy and say, well, I think I want it. No, some slots they're telling me are going to be far few and in between. So if they're offering this to you, don't say, oh, I don't know. No, you do want it or you don't, period. The story. Same thing with job offers. If they're going to give you a better position or another position or at another company, don't be wishy-washy. Use your decision has to be firm, okay? Is what they're saying. Let that guide you. But this other person's lost, Libra. We're in a new year. We're in a new year and a new cycle. We're in a new cycle. Now, what I always tell people is this. If somebody should come to you and say, Libra, I don't know what to do. I want to do this, that, or the other, but I don't know which way to go. Can you help me? That's different, Libra, because that means that person actually wants your help. That means that person actually wants someone to help them have a foot in the right direction. But when they tell you they want to change, or they tell you that things are going to be different, and then they show you the same old, it's like, what did I just experience here? The same crap, a different day. Be careful, Libra. Where does Libra's luck lie right now at this time during this time frame that we're doing this reading? And I think all my cards are upside down at this point, and that's fine. What does Libra need to know about their luck at present, please? All right, let's see. I told you, you have brand new beginnings that are coming your way, and not just because it's a brand new year, but just new possibilities on the horizon, guys. Judgment is in your favor with the Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh, guys. Your security is golden. I mean, literally just keep growing it, Libra. And remember, this is a general reading. So if you want a one-to-one, you're always welcome to reach out to Victoria Violet Sebastian at gmail.com. Look at that. See that? Do you see the glow of the candles over the card? I just noticed that. I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of healing that's going to be happening this year as well. There's so many golden yellow hues on these cards. Oh my gosh. But this person feels like you're leaving them behind. Okay, you are. You are. Because you're thinking more like your higher self. You're using your own intellect. You're using your own wisdom. Okay? The wisdom of Solomon. Remember that? Yeah. Yeah. They need help. I'm not going to say they don't. But will they be, what's the word? Humble enough to ask you for help? You didn't have to do that to me. You see that? You're also a good match with this person. For some of you, this person was your twin flame. This is your heart right here. But the problem is that they're not always in the same energy. They're wishy-washy. They're come lately, like, oh yeah, Libra, here I am. Oh, Libra, I gotta go now. Oh, Libra, I love you. Oh, Libra, okay, that's enough. Oh, Libra, will you accept me back? Oh, Libra, well, yeah, there's a lot of people that want me, Libra. It's like, really, guys? This is not a good person to put all your eggs in one basket for. What did he tell me? My twin flame told me 4 years ago, you put all your money on me? Why? 4 years later, I'm like, damn, he was right. Again, I'm using myself as an example. Guys, sometimes these people will tell you what they're all about. You won't even have to ask. You just have to pay attention if you have ears to listen. Just be careful. People can renege. People can renege. So what does that mean for a Libra? Well, let's say this. If you came into this lifetime with a twin flame and you were supposed to meet, doesn't mean you were supposed to stay with them necessarily, but you were supposed to meet. You were supposed to influence each other's life in some way. Well, mine influenced me in this way. Again, using myself as an example. What I don't want to accept. What I shouldn't accept. How did yours influence you if you actually got to meet yours and didn't get to spend the rest of your life together? See, because you were supposed to do something beautiful together, either helping the children of the world or just having so much love for one another that you're such a beautiful example to everybody else that gets coupled up. Whatever it is, you're supposed to do something beautiful together. But they can renege because they have free will. They entered this universe in free will, just like you did. But you listened to the call. You heard the call. You remembered your mission and the journey you're on. And they did not. They did not. They may have started just like you, though, Libra, in church and serving God. But for whatever reason, they decided to forget about the God thing. And I'm God. I want all the sex in the world. I want all the money in the world. I want all the houses in the world. I want all the clothes in the world. I want all the jewelry in the world. I want everybody to envy me. I want all the women to look at me. I want all the men to worship me. That kind of thing. To where they forget about God. So, yeah, they're a good person. Hi, Isha. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yes. So do you understand where they renege? Just because they're your twin flame, they're showing you. They're showing you they showed you love, but then they took it away. And they think you're the one that took it away. Look at that. They think Libra took away my love. I shouldn't have opened up myself to Libra. No, you did right by opening yourself to Libra. But what happened, Crosswatcher? Why did you feel like you had to close it up again? Why? Some people have a disorder. I'm going to call it a disorder for lack of a better term. And it's called avoidant personality. Someone that doesn't want to open up to you, Libra, because they've been hurt in their childhood or been hurt by someone else. And they blame you. If they open up to you, what's going to happen? Libra's going to hurt me. Why did I do that? I shouldn't have opened up to them. So they don't open up to you. They open up a little bit and then they close shop again. They open up a little bit and then they close shop. So they have an avoidant personality. And the only person that they really end up being with are the people they don't even want, because they don't challenge them. They don't challenge them to grow. They don't challenge them to open up. They don't challenge them at all. And that's the problem, is that you had challenges for them. You wanted them to rise to the occasion. You wanted them to love you unconditionally like you loved them. And they couldn't do it. Through their fear, they couldn't do it. And I'm not giving them excuses. I promise you that. But I am telling you that some of these people they have mental health issues. And their families have inflicted them with mental health issues as children. And then others didn't go to couples counseling or even individual counseling after they got out of a situation or a marriage. And now they're broken, but there's no fixing them. You think, or you thought, Libra, that because you loved them so very much that was going to be enough to heal them. But it's beyond you, Libra. It's beyond your capacity. And God can only intervene if they ask God for help. And the archangels cannot intervene if they don't let them in. I can tell you that, because they're not allowed to intercede for us unless we reach out to them first. So if that's what they want, let them go. They hold no value currently because they're not willing or able to step out of this diseased state of mind. All right, anything else that Libra needs to know? I'm going to do 3 different stacks here, guys. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I'm just going to pick the first 3 out of all of them. For Libra, please and thank you. All right, for Libra. Okay, so pile number 1. Oh, wow. Wow, Libra. As much as you don't want to fight, you do have a fighting spirit, Libra. Look at you with your victory there. Your Ace of Swords. It is some of the things that you have gone through, and some that you will go through this year will be short-lived, but you will have to fight for them. But you have the Queen of Swords. the no-nonsense queen to back you up. You've got lots of ideas and lots of swords here to help you. Your swords can be words as well. So whatever it is coming your way, Libra, for pile number 1, you will defeat whatever it is that comes along, okay? You will not be defeated, but it will cost you a little bit. Pile number 2, oh shit, pile number 2. Pile number 2, you're still not over the past. Yes, as much as it hurt them, it hurts you. But it hurts you in a different way because you got common sense. Unfortunately, you're awakened. You're not woke, you're awakened. And since you're awake, you see that this is something that always ends in a tragedy. It's like a Shakespearean play, right? It's always a tragedy. Like a Romeo and Juliet, where Romeo thinks Juliet is dead, and then vice versa, and they both end up, taking poison or a dagger to the heart, right? So I'm going to tell you, you're not over this person, and they're not over you. They're just not. They're not over you, Libra. The King of Cups wanting to spring forth from the heart a beautiful journey of a new beginning, but I don't know. Will it end in tragedy again? Only time will tell. Pile number 3. Oh my gosh. You're not waiting, you're not looking. You're just forward facing to the world. Yeah, world. Let's see, what do you got now? What do you have for me now, world? I'm ready. I'm ready. Let me tell you what they've got for you. For those that are not in a relationship, you are going to be in a relationship before the end of this year, to be sure. Okay, and I'm talking about a higher level relationship, not just I got somebody that's looking at me from across the aisle. The Chariot, where do you want to go? Your Chariot awaits, my lady. So stop and think about what you're doing. Because again, you've got 3 different things coming at you here. 1, you're going to win, but pick your battles. 2, the same person coming around again with the bunny ears. Why are they telling me that? March, April. Oh my God, they're still coming back around. Peter Cottontail. And the other one is a brand new love. A love that you don't even have to go towards. A love that you don't even have to look for. It's going to be looking for you, Libra. It's going to be looking for you. So that's that part of the reading. I'm going to grab, I want to know, is there anything that you should be aware of? I want to know, is there anything Libra should be aware of that's, I don't want to say wicked, but that's in a dark energy? Is there anything Libra should be aware of that's a dark energy that's surrounding them, or that they should just be careful with? What is it that Libra should be careful about during this reading? Lightning denotes surprise, disagreeable in accordance to the distance. For some of you, be careful, because we did see spying with the 7 of Swords. Be careful that they don't show up at your house. Travel, the ship. I told you, be careful if you don't want this person, because they're going to talk you right back into love. They're going to talk you right back into love, Libra. But Libra, I've missed you, my darling. Kissy face. Yeah. Kissy face this sucker. Because I know that some of us, being Libras, we're going to fall. We're going to fall very, very hard. So just be careful with that, because I do see somebody coming back. And if you have them blocked, well, I don't know. I just feel like if they know where you live or know where you work, you might get some random knock at the door. I'm just saying. Is there anything with money that Libra should know about that's coming during this time? And when I do my readings, guys, for weekly, this is from now until next Friday, Saturday, okay? You got your 3 of coins again. You got your 3 of coins again. Oh, the High Priestess. I'll tell you what in a minute. Very fast. For some of you Libras, oh Lord, what I'm hearing is everybody doesn't have to know about your happiness. Everybody doesn't have to know about your security or how you came about it. Everybody doesn't have to know about how much money you got in the bank. Everybody doesn't have to know about what's cooking behind the scenes. People wanting to give you just rewards, meaning either a new job or a new position or more money. Or maybe how much you're going to get for your income tax. Not everybody has to know. And the reason is because Spirit is saying, because people tend to salt. They tend to salt your blessings, don't they? So be very careful who you talk to about your blessings before they're hatched. Be careful about talking to people about your blessings and what blessings you're going to get before they're even in your hot little hands, or before you even make plans onto what it is you're going to spend them on, guys. Because not everybody is here trying to have a nice little ticker tape parade for you with all your beautiful gifts from heaven, you know, the manna from heaven. So just be very careful. The Quantum Oracle. Let's see. What else do you have to tell us, please and thank you? I got all my hair tangled into the, I don't know, I thought I was going to see with all my hair inside of the frame. I'm thinking of cutting my hair, guys, because it's getting on my nerves. Because I can't do anything. Especially try brushing your teeth with a shag. With this big old wig, as they say. It's a disaster. Okay, we got a twofer. Oh, okay. We got two messages. I'll tell you the first one. For some of you, you're meant to be a teacher. You're meant to go into the world and either teach youth or teach magic, as someone was asking about earlier, or things on the metaphysics. You're meant to be a teacher. Look at that. But also, I'm here to tell you that some people will be teachers to you and you will be teachers to them. Meaning you will learn things from one another. There are things you need to learn from one another. Much like I was saying on the twin flame journey. You both were put onto this earth to learn things from one another. And one of the twin flame journey, the path is learning what's not so good about you. Okay? Like before, when I was under 30, I was a procrastinator. I would put things off till the last minute. Luckily, I had luck and everything would go fine. But no matter what I had to do, whether it was a doctor's appointment, taking an exam, whatever, I would put it off till the last minute. So that's one thing that I had to shake off of myself. Nobody else had to teach that to me. There was no one to teach it to me. I had to shake it off. But there are some people that come on your path to teach you things. And some of those people are your friends that tell you, for example, do you think you should give that person another chance? What do you think? You've already given them like 50? Yeah. Do you really think you should go all the way to 100 with that person? What do you think? Just saying. Because every time that you're sad, every time you're blue, I'm the one that has to come shake you up and take you out somewhere and make you feel better. Because they leave you really devastated. You know? Because even best friends can be twin flames, but of a different sort. Okay? All I'm saying is somebody's meant to be your teacher. Or you're meant to be a teacher. Because this is the honored path. Okay? So what that means to me is you've got something to learn, even from this channel. Did you learn something today? Did it feed you today? Did it give you food for thought? Huh? So if it did, well then I hope you become part of our family here because you're meant to be here. And please help me to finish those last 30 people that need to subscribe in order to get to 5,000. But do you understand what I'm saying? Some people are meant to come into your life to teach you things, Libra, and vice versa. But if they don't want to learn and they only want to be the one with reason, right? Oh, listen to me. You got to listen to me. I got something to say. I'm right, you're wrong. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is someone that's coming to teach you as much as you teach them. They take and give. It's a give and a take. It's a how do you call it? A rapport. Okay? It's a rapport you have. Anything else you'd like to tell us before we leave? My God. Be careful with the person that is coming towards you because they've been through a lot wherever they are. And for some of you, they tend to bring whatever they're going through at home. And I'm talking to those that know that they're in third parties or that your person keeps going back and forth to someone. Because they're fighting about money. And that's not a good or bad thing necessarily. But the problem is, they tend to bring their problems to you. And then instead of treating you like you're a whole totally separate person from the karmic, you know, Helga and Ramon, they tend to fight with you too. If you don't do exactly how they say or want, they tend to fight with you too. They tend to have short, like, fuses with you. Be careful with that because they're projecting whatever's going on over there with Helga and Ramon onto you. So does that mean that they give you the benefit of the doubt? No. It actually means that you can't say anything that opposes what they feel or how they think. Because the moment you do, they're going to start treating you like Helga and Ramon. Fighting with you, backbiting, being angry, being hostile, holding things, holding grudges, holding things over your head. Or even telling you that you're very good at guilt trips. And that's not true. A guilt trip would be saying something like, you're lousy. You never do anything you say. And furthermore, each time you come, you just make me feel sick inside. You make me feel like I could puke out my lungs because the emotions that you leave me with are disgusting. I'm disgusted with myself for letting you back in because every time you come, you lie, you over-exaggerate, and you say that you're going to change and you never do. And furthermore, you're treating me like you treat Helga and Ramon. So why don't you stay over there so you can fight all you want and leave me in peace? Now that's a guilt trip. But I don't think you say those things to them, do you, Libra? You bring them, you know, you bring them into your home, to your life again, hoping and praying this time is different, but it never changes. So be very careful because there's somebody on their way back to you that have been fighting with Helga and Ramon or Ramon, and all they're going to do is fight with you too. They're going through something that they need to release, you know? Oh, God. I'm going to tell you all a funny story. There was one year in 2015 where those like me, we elevate and we start getting more and more gifts from the Spirit. And that year, I would melt my shoes. And when I'm saying melt my shoes, I mean it. So it didn't matter whether I bought from Payless Shoe Source, which was the cheapest place you could get your shoes, or from Macy's. Didn't matter. My shoes were melting. One day, I didn't realize it. I was walking from a bus stop because my car was in the shop. And I was walking like maybe a block to my house. My shoe stayed on the top part because it had a, you know, little buckle. And the bottom part kept doing this because it was unglued. So I had to end up taking my shoe off, right? And for the longest time, I didn't want to throw the shoes away. They were my favorites. So I contemplated going and taking them to the shoe repair shop, etc. Can you imagine? They're fully unglued. I had already worn them out, period. They were not fixable, but I didn't want to throw them out. This is the issue with this person. Why I'm mentioning the shoe, because it was just a shoe, guys, and I didn't want to throw it away. So I understand, cross-watcher, that you don't want to let go of a marriage or a relationship that you've been in for a long time, but God, Spirit, the great I am, has been telling you for the longest time to let it go, to release that, release it, it's toxic, it's not for you anymore, but you don't want to, because you don't want to go through the financial woes that it's going to bring you through. If I would have left that shoe on, do you think I would have been able to keep walking with that shoe? I mean, I had to take off both shoes, obviously, and walk the rest home. But can you imagine if I would have left the shoe on? Can you imagine the passing cars and people on the street walking along too? Can you imagine the looks I would have gotten? Because they knew what I should have commonsensically known. It's over. Throw that shoe away. It's no good. And really, when things like that happen to you, it's like I said, it's got salt on it. It's no good anymore. It's cursed. Throw it out. Same thing with relationships. If they're not feeding you, if all you're doing is fighting, you're backbiting towards one another, possibly you're living in the basement, cross-watcher, or you sleep on the couch the majority of the time, why would you want to live like that? Spirit wants them to let it go, and they keep holding on to it. I can't even imagine what I would have looked like if I would have kept walking the rest of the block with a shoe that kept clank and pick up my foot and is detached, put it down, detached, put it down, detached. I would have looked like a crazy person. But this person feels like it's too hard to walk away. It's too hard to walk away. This is the new life they want. That's the new life they want. But they feel like in order to go towards that new life, that they have to get a divorce or they have to end something. And I say, yeah, you're just now understanding that? It's that way. Hi, Jungle Samuel. Yeah, that's true. Children are there too. But from experience with grown children now, they throw it in your face later. Oh, y'all think y'all were so slick. Y'all thought we weren't watching. Oh, y'all thought we couldn't hear all the arguing. Oh, yeah, I would see when you would throw things at Dad. Oh, yeah, I would hear all the things Dad would tell you. Yeah, all the things that he would call you. I would see Dad when he hit you. Oh, I saw everything. Oh, yeah, I saw it. It traumatizes them later. They're not grateful that y'all stayed together through all the fighting and them going through all of that and hiding behind the door or hiding behind the corner and seeing and hearing everything. And it's, it's the cheaper to keeper type of thing. And that's all it is. Let's face it, it's not for the children. It's because you don't want to lose something. Either it's money or a house or standing, status in the community, or a lot of people like it when people say, you poor, poor thing. You're in a horrible marriage. I don't know how you put up with it. And that's the way I see it. And I should have gotten divorced a lot sooner than 10 years myself. Because if I would have known my children were watching all of that, and were going to throw it back at me when they turned 21, 23, and went into the military themselves, I would have never stood there and withstood all the problems that I was going through with their father. You don't learn until you learn the hard way, is what I'm trying to say. So it's easier said than done, I know. But there's nothing that keeps you from being a good parent to that child or children. There's nothing that keeps you from having a life where you two can go out, you and your children can go out and have alone time. And it's a lot more pleasurable and meaningful because you actually are able to show them that you want to spend time with them. And it doesn't turn into an argument each and every time you go someplace together as a family. And remember, these are general readings. If you don't feel like you can divorce someone, that's on you. You have free will. But then don't act like a martyr, because you're not a martyr. Because you're not the first person that has to get a divorce, and you will not be the last person that would have to get a divorce. Anything else you'd like to tell the Libras? What should they capitalize on right now? What is the main thing that they should be pushing to the limits and beyond for this week? Oh my God. There is something that's going to come to you. I'm going to first show you these two cards. The Emperor came out before, now it's the Empress. The Empress is here with the Ace of Cups. Be very, very careful with what you ask for, because you just might get it with the Devil energy there. The Devil isn't just lust, which it can be, but the Devil can also be something you push yourself very, very hard on. So if it's work, pushing yourself too hard at work. If it's reaching a certain status, then it could be that as well, that you're just so filled with ambition right now. So it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, Libra. It's just that there's something you want really badly at this time. And I feel like you can get it. But just be very careful that you do want it once you have it. There's no going back. There's no going back. There's no going back. They keep saying that. There's no going back. So just be careful. But the Empress is here to be fruitful. She's fruitful, and she's here to be, they're saying fundamentally wise. So wisdom has a lot to play in it this week, because your cups will be filled. Things that will be presented to you this week. But just be careful, because look, the Devil is here. So it's a passion. It's an obsession. Be very careful with that, Libra. Be very, very, very careful with that indeed. Let me see here. The Oracle of the Energies, the 7 energies. Anything you'd like to tell the Libras, please and thank you. I can understand that, Jungle. Yeah. And it's not going to get any better, because when it's time to leave, people normally know, because you can't stand the sound of each other's voice. You can't, you get uptight, like your back kind of does what a cat does when they get fearful or when they're angry. Have you ever seen a cat do that? That's the way people react towards toxic energies. Once you know that person's coming home, or that the door handle's being messed with, they're about to walk in, or they're opening their mouth, want to ask you a question, and you're like, oh my God, here it goes. That's when you know it's time to leave, because there's just no peace. And that's what I'm saying, is that not only do the children hear it, but that's what they learn love is. I'm going to say that again. When your children hear nothing but arguing in the background, or when you think they're not hearing you, they tend to grow up thinking love, it means sacrifice of that nature. You may not love this person. You may not even get along with this. You may not even like this person. But damn it, I'm saying, what? You shouldn't teach the children to learn how to allow people to hurt them. That's not what you're trying to teach them, right? I know you're not. But yet in you doing that in front of them, that's what you're teaching them. Love is an ultimate sacrifice, and not meaning a sacrifice that you only sleep with one person. No, that same person for the rest of your life is going to treat you like crap, but you got to take it, because you gave your oath and you signed on the dotted line, that contract, that marriage contract. You signed there, so by golly, you're going to go through it and show your kids that you stick through it, even through thick or thin. What about if it's more thin than thick? What if it's not even till death do you part, it's till argue do you part? What if that person puts you in the grave before they go, and they give you a stroke or a heart attack? I'm just saying, I'm sorry. I can't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. Awakening Genius. I told you, there's something coming. There's something coming this week. And you're going to freak out on it, because it's something positive in your favor. It's in your favor to go towards it. Just be careful, because it's going to demand from you either time or effort or commitment. Just be careful, okay? Because it's something that you love. It's something that you're going to be ripe for the picking. I mean, you're just going to dive in. You're going to be like, yes. But at the same time, be very careful because it's going to ask for a lot from you. Just be forewarned. Let's close, guys, with our 3-minute meditation. I'm going to tell you guys that whatever we've been doing together, praying, doing our meditation, our 3-minute meditation has been working. I paid off almost $7,000 of credit cards that I should have never have had. But most of y'all know that I'm a transplant. I came from Texas. I came here to New Hampshire as a transplant, and I couldn't get out from under these debts. And once we started praying, because that's what I was praying for, guys, I did it. I did it in a month and a half or so. I did it. So if I can do it, you can do it too. And that's the whole purpose of us coming together, praying for our goals, praying for our dreams, our dream life, is that we're helping each other energetically to have that grow. So this is a time where I tell you, we're going to do our 3-minute meditation. If you've never been here before, this is where I tell you how to do it. I want you to think of one particular thing, just one, okay? You should be in a room all by yourself. If you're not in a room all by yourself, the person in the room with you needs to be doing this with you or staying very quiet so that they don't interfere with your energy. You're going to think about the one thing you want to grow this year, okay? And that one thing alone is what we're going to work on for the 3 minutes, okay? When you're ready. I do ask you that you close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, that's on you. Nobody's there to see you. All right, guys. So the first thing I want you to know is you should have a black screen that looks like a computer monitor that's off, or a TV that's off. Just the monitor is black. I want you to start working on that left monitor, okay? And I want you to start thinking about all the things that come to mind that make you happy, that you'd like to grow. It has to be something that would benefit you and one other person in this world that we live in. It cannot be a diamond ring that is just frivolous. I mean, if it comes along with a proposal, that's different. But just don't be frivolous about it. Don't ask for Ferraris or, I don't know, something you don't need, like a yacht. Once you've got in your mind what it is that you want to work on, it's going to go on your left screen. So it's to your left. You turn your head. You're focusing your energy to your left screen. And I'm going to be quiet for a minute. But what I want you to do is start bringing that into view. What is it that it looks like? What does it taste like? Where is it coming from? Does it matter? Is it blue? Is it white? Is it a house? Is it a car? What is it, guys? Is it a husband or a wife? What is it that you're looking for? Something that is beneficial to you and one other person, okay? Okay, now I want you to move it to the middle screen, which again is nothing but black, but it's going to start having color once you put your stuff into it that you're working on. Now that you have all that in view, I want you to finish putting on all the perks, whatever it is that you want. Okay, now on your third screen, which is far right, I want you to see someone walking towards you. That is Archangel Michael. I want you to start reaching your hands out in front of you with your finished goal, dream, and I want you to hand it to him because now he's going to take it to God for you. Okay? So this has been our reading for today. Thank you so much for dealing with my scraggly voice. I apologize that you could probably barely understand me, but thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you, and I hope that with the gas that we've gotten for today, that we can continue for our week. And as the week goes through, that you would be blessed, you and yours, and that the work of your hands would be blessed, and everything else that you endeavor to do, and be safe, whether you live in the Northeast like I do with the snowstorms, or whether it's the freezing rain, or anything else in between. Be blessed, and until we see each other again, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and if you have, thank you so much for coming back. I so love to see your names and your comments when you do comment for me. I appreciate it all. And let's get those last 30 subscriptions done, guys, so we can hit the 5,000 mark until the end of the week or further down this week, if God is willing and I'm able. I'll be back to give you another update. But for right now, I wish you all well. And thank you again for being my family here on YouTube. Bye, guys. See ya.